So I'm Karen McNay. I'm the new president here at Sacred Heart Schools. It has been a month, the end of my first month, and a true blessing to be here. So I already have a deep love for the schools and the people here. We have a wonderful professional faculty and staff. I think most Catholic schools in the entire United States would wish they could work with such a professional group. And that group has worked hard this summer as we have prepared for the school year. So I think our students are really blessed to have the opportunity to be on our 48 acres, to have the opportunity to work and be with the teachers, the directors, the principals, even down to our facilities group, that are all working very hard to take great care of our faculty and our students this summer. It's been a blessing to be with them, and I'm thrilled to be home in Kentucky. So as we focus on the school year, we are going to look at our core values: community, service, leadership, but this year we're going to focus on reverence. And it's a perfect year to focus on reverence, given everything that's going on. So reverence is a word that often we don't understand. So I think as we move through the school year, we want to make sure that we can show our students, our faculty and staff, through their modeling and through their teaching, what does it mean to be reverent? And how do we give what we would call that deep or sacred respect to another person? Some of the things that have gone on this summer lend themselves to great discussions in that area, as well as how do we as Catholic, Christian, faith-based school give those opportunities to our students, but teach them and instill in them how we can become that reverent person to others. So we live in an unprecedented time. The things that have gone on this summer are things I've never seen in my life, between the pandemic that all of us are dealing with in a different way, bringing that isolation to some of us, and then the care for our families, us caring for our students. Along with that has come the social unrest in our country and in our community. And in our Sacred Heart community, at times we have gone back and refocused on how do we deal with diversity and inclusion. What are the things that need to happen to make sure all our students feel like they're together in heart, they belong here at Sacred Heart Schools, and the things that we need to do. Along with those two pieces now have become an economic piece that now is here. And we know that we have families that are dealing with that too. This is a time of great unrest in so many different ways. We are aware of that, and we're going to work with our families and our students to make sure we've taken care of them. So there are really 5 priorities this year as I start. The first one, of course, is to open our schools, to make sure they're safe, to make sure everybody can remain healthy, to make sure that we choose the best way to instruct our students at the time and place, given all the guidelines and standards. This truly has been a daily, minute-by-minute focus at Sacred Heart Schools. We have worked as a task force across campus. We've worked a task force in each building. We've worked with our facilities to ensure all of that can happen. We want our students on campus, and we're going to do that in the best way we can make that happen, by following the state and the Archdiocesan guidelines and talking to our local health department to make sure that we have made a complete and comprehensive look of safety on campus. So it's a gift to be a new president and get to do a strategic plan. So I'm very excited that I get to walk in and be a part of that process. This year we'll work on a strategic plan that'll start in 21 and go to 2026. That opens the door to look at our campus, look at our programs, look at the strong instruction and academic programs, our IB program, and how can we deliver this? Where do we want to be? Who does Sacred Heart Schools, who does she want to be in the future? And what does she want to look like? We'll have the opportunity for faculty and staff, for our greater community, for parents, and of course the Board of Trustees to participate in that as we start to look forward and imagine Sacred Heart Schools in 2026. So I think this summer, as we've experienced the social unrest, we also have questioned ourselves here at Sacred Heart Schools. As we look and we say we're together in heart, we want to make sure that every student feels that way. And so as we've moved through the summer, we've had opportunities to speak with students, with the greater community. I've talked to faculty and administration, and we know we have some ways to open the door for students to feel more like they belong here and feel like Sacred Heart is a place that everybody is supposed to be. As we work on diversity and inclusion, we have a committee across campus that's looking at that. How can we enhance and celebrate everybody? How can they know they're a part of our community? So those are things you'll see and hear very quickly from us in the near future and next month. So I'll be excited to share where we've gone in the last month with diversity and inclusion. So the IB program is unique to us, especially across the district. So your youngest student who comes in the door has this experience of IB all the way through high school. It makes us very unique across the world and especially across the country. Those experiences open the door to our greater world. We have IB as a resource to open the door to our students to do critical thinking, to have inquiry in their subject areas, but to really think globally. And for us, in our mission, that's where we want them to be. We want them to become that global leader who's going to walk out the door, who's going to see a problem and solve it. They're going to think about somebody else and want to take care of that other person. This is the mission of Catholic education. And as you walk out into the community, I want to be able to see our graduates and know that we've instilled not only a top-notch education, but I now am a person who serves others, that I'm going to be compassionate in my decision making. I'm going to look across the community at everybody and where they are and be able to walk in their shoes too. I have always counted it a blessing in my last two spots. This would be this spot too. To walk in the footsteps of the Ursuline Sisters, to be able to carry that charism forward, to walk in the words and the spirit of St. Angela, who was a female leader that lived in a time and she made her own decisions and lived outside the norm of those times and really looked at how do I serve others and how can I be with others to serve them. Our sisters certainly have the tradition of a strong and academic education, but they also instilled that piece that I just spoke about, where you talk about the heart piece that we want every student to walk forward with. It's truly a blessing to carry that forward, and I look forward to having the opportunity to work with the sisters as we move forward in their footsteps. So I invite our Sacred Heart community to join us. We'll have videos for you to see, to learn how we're going to reopen school, get to know me, and to learn more about our campus and what's going on right now. So look for those. They'll be coming out weekly, and I hope that you'll join us in learning more about what's going on. We are only as strong when we all work together. So together in heart is our theme, and as long as we stay together, we'll get through anything that happens.